Hello and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide, where today we're back here at the Drayton Manor Resort on site of their new family thrill coaster for 2024. In this video, we're going to get up close and personal with this exciting new Intermin roller coaster, have a good close look at it all, the different elements that we can see, and so much more. And along with that, I'm going to be lucky enough to be joined by the Managing Director of the Drayton Manor Resort, Victoria Lynn, who's going to tell us lots more information and facts about this exciting new coaster. I cannot wait to get up close to this, show you it all, and let's go and have a look exactly what this is going to be like opening in 2024 here at Drayton Manor. Let's go. So now lucky enough to be joined by Victoria Lynn, Managing Director here at Drayton Manor. Victoria, great to see you again.
Hello, welcome back to this beautiful site of ours. There
is so much that has happened over the past couple of weeks. Of course, you can see already the amount of track and supports that's gone into place for the new roller coaster. But the time has come to finally talk a little bit more about this coaster in detail. There's been a lot of build-up, excitement. A lot of people really wanted to know more about this ride, myself included.
Yeah.
Now, of course, can you tell us a bit more about what we can actually see with the layout of this ride?
Absolutely. So of course it's going to be very immersive, very themed. There's going to be lots of twists and turns, as you can see, going around. Lots of airtime. There's going to be some special effects and elements. In fact, about like 35 different elements that'll come together to truly make this a unique family thrill roller coaster.
Now we can see that there's going to be all these different elements, the drops, of course the lift hill, the launch that we've already spoke about previously, but also you notice you've got some switch tracks on there as well.
Yes.
So yeah, you can see those. What are they for? What's going to happen? What we're going to see with this ride? Basically, is it going to spin? Is it a spinning coaster?
It's not a spinning coaster.
There we go. It's not a spinning coaster.
But we will have different settings, so you will have a very different ride experience from one to the other, and I think that's what's going to make it repeatable, where people are just going to want to do it over and over again. It will, it will differ from one experience to the other. That's really exciting to hear. So obviously we've got the airtime hills, we've got the drops, but also there's going to be that kind of re-rideability for this coaster as well. 100%. And again, just the story of the ride, and as it gets into it, you're going to feel part of it. And you're not going to know what's going to happen from moment to moment, so I think that's quite unique as well.
And we can obviously see how it's quite a long coaster, like you were saying as well, and really utilise the space. So it's exciting to see all these different elements and drops and twists. And you mentioned the airtime. I mean, it looks like there's going to be a lot of airtime moments on this ride.
Yeah, there's about 5 moments, what we can see right now, that would definitely give you that butterflies in your tummy.
And that's what we love, and it's something that in the UK, we've got some incredible rides, but when it comes to airtime, that's always been something that lacks at some of the parks. So it's really nice to see this coaster having a lot of airtime, twisty transitions, and Intermin are a manufacturer that creates some amazing rides now.
Exactly. I mean, we think we're working with an excellent partner, but again, the ride was designed around the area. And we took into account that there's trees that you're going to kind of wind in and out of, and I think that's what makes it unique as well, that it embraces kind of the structure that's here.
That's the thing, it's a fully custom layout that's been built here. We're not just seeing like an off-the-shelf model, it's fully customised. And that's the thing with the height of this as well, it is quite low to the ground, but the elements that have been packed in, it's going to have some good speed, going over these hills.
In fact, it was extremely difficult for us now to build in the pathway.
Well, that's the thing.
To actually get to the ride, but again, there'll be a few tunnels and a few other exciting things that even from your journey from the start of the ride to you actually getting on it, I think it'll be a fun experience.
A full themed experience is what we're seeing.
100%, and of course the street will complement that. We'll have a new land, and there's lots of work going on here at the minute to again make you feel really immersed where you are.
Yeah, so going to the street, obviously that's quite far down from where the coaster is, so we're expecting this whole area and some of the existing attractions to be kind of all integrated into this one area.
Absolutely. So some of the older rides have had a bit of a revamp and a rename, and there's going to be some new content in the 4D cinema that we're happy to announce as well, and again a few hidden surprises, to make our customers really feel this is new in 2024 for Drayton Manor.
That's really exciting. We've waited some time for this coaster, so it's so nice to have it. You know, 2011, the last time a coaster opened here, and especially at this top part of the park. Obviously, the past few years, it's been about creating them different themed areas. Just to see this whole top part of the park finally come together as a themed area with existing attractions and the new coaster is a really positive thing to see.
Exactly. I mean, our, you know, Accelerator is a family popular ride, and, you know, we believe this one's going to pip that roller coaster. But of course, we've got other exciting things coming for 2024 as well.
Yes.
Which will appeal to the family. And it's, again, when we say family thrill, I feel like here we're taking it really to that level where you can experience more than just, you know, a kid's ride or something like that. Yeah,
taking it to that next level. And we talk about them other developments then. Of course, we'll come back to the coaster, get some more shots of it shortly in the video. But yes, we already spoke about this a few months ago now when we announced it, of course, the transformation of Shockwave.
Exactly.
So what can you tell us about that now?
Well, I think the most exciting thing about that is it's a whole new train, which of course, going from standing up to sit down, you know, a few people have gone, what, you know, but I think, you know, the more that we explain it and the more I think when you look at the experience overall, it had to change one way or the other. But sitting down, we're actually going to bring the height from 1.4 to 1.2. So, you know, one of my kids who's 5 can actually ride that ride, which is, you know, crazy.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're going to have to make sure that the kids who are coming are brave enough to ride it. But I think that's the point, right? It should be, I would say, one of the UK's most thrilling family coasters.
It will be. I mean, it's quite a big ride.
It's a
like,
big ride. It is a big
1.2.
ride, you know, and the legacy of that ride, of course, is so important. We wanted to keep it, and I think, you know, by bringing it down to a family attraction, we're doing it justice, you know, because it is a great roller coaster. So
I mean, a family thrill with 4 inversions.
Exactly.
And I'm led to believe the train has got lap bar restraints as well on there.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a really interesting one.
There's a bit more movement there. But, you know, again, it's just really going to add something more to what we're doing here in 2024. So we're so excited about that one.
And then also, of course, not forgetting Thomas Land.
Yes.
It's a huge part of the Drayton Manor Resort experience.
Absolutely.
And, of course, last year there was the new ride in Thomas Land.
Yeah.
This year you've brought back kind of a ride that has been here, but was not really in Thomas Land and put it back into the area.
Exactly. So Terence, you know, again, this was designed for younger children who can drive you know, a Terence-inspired car around a track. It was so important for us to move that back where it truly belongs in Thomas Land. So it really adds more to the Thomas Land experience, and the park overall is looking really good for this year. Yeah,
I noticed just walking around today actually quite a lot of like refurbishment projects, like down the Bounty, just like redoing the queue line, and like Maelstrom had some work done recently, and the whole of Adventure Cove, just little bits of TLC, you know, around the park.
100%, you know, and you know, we want 2024 to be our best year yet. And, you know, there's some new elements, some really good refurbishment going on. So I think it's going to be an excellent surprise for every guest that's going to come here this season.
I mean, even just having like one of them projects would have been big.
Exactly.
And the fact that there's, you know, effectively 3 big things going on is fantastic to see. It really is.
Yeah, no, we're really excited. I think, you know, the team's worked really hard to get the projects to where they are today.
And we can hear that going on now. Like, you know, it's very much an active construction site. There's a lot of work happening.
Yeah.
And of course, we'll just touch a little bit on events as well for this year.
Yeah. So a lot of events to come. There'll be some new ones and just the old ones that have been everybody's favourite this year. Starting with Dinosaur Breakout for February half term. Again, you know, that was one of the crowd favourites. So, you know, we're bringing it back. A few new elements to it, of course, but we'll be opening that with Thomas Land and a few of our selected rides.
So a really exciting year ahead for Drayton Manor Resort.
100%, and we just can't wait to get started.
That's the thing, you know, well, it's clear that there's a lot of work happening, and you're going to see that throughout this video, and with these 3 different projects, especially the new coaster. I mean, for me, this has been a long time coming,
100%.
you know, and just to finally see it going up behind here, it's so exciting to see.
Exactly, and a lot lots more to come, Sean.
Oh, well, I look forward to chatting again in the future and seeing more progress on the coaster.
All right.
Definitely. Well,
Good to see you.
Thank you very much. We'll go and take a bit of a closer look round now. Of course, you can see it here behind us. Really want to get close. Let's go and have a look and see what we can see at this new family coaster here at Drayton Manor. Really exciting. I can certainly see why Victoria is excited about this one. Seeing it in person for the first time has got me so pumped for this ride, and I just want to take a closer look at it now and share my thoughts. Starting off with the area that will be the station just here. Of course, soon the building will start to take shape around this, but initially you've got all the track in place there and that little drop out of the station. You've got this huge support structure here, and as you can see, you've got track that's already started to be attached, the area for the lift still there over at the back too, and of course some of the awesome transitions. I just want to also say how amazing it is to be seeing this new generation of Intamin track here in the UK. It really does look fantastic, and as you mentioned there, it's not the height of this coaster, but it's the other elements that are going to all come together in a brilliant family thrill ride. Like, look at this, for example, a brilliant angle. Look at the little hills that you've got there, the turns, the transitions. It's just going to be an all-round fun coaster from what we can see here with this. And bear in mind, as Victoria said, there's going to be a lot of theming going in around the ride too. Look how close that it gets just here to Jormungandr. I mean, that adds to the thrill of that ride too, doesn't it? But look at the supports there, how it's being fully custom designed to fit over the existing powered coaster. And that's the thing with this, there's going to be different settings to make this ride a certainly more unique experience. What you're seeing here isn't the full picture yet, and of course more will be revealed about that as the park gets closer to opening this attraction. But I'm really looking forward to that, and just how it's going to be a different experience depending on when you ride it. But you can see here how awesome the banking and transitions look. This looks to be the craziest element on there, and of course one of the tallest parts of the ride as well, with this kind of twist upwards and then down to the side. And along with that, you can really get an idea on how this whole area is going to come together to fit with the existing attractions here too, which I'm really looking forward to seeing how they pull this one off. I mean, just getting these shots on site really was a brilliant experience, and also you're going to get some great views of this ride from the queue line, because we'll talk more about that in a future video, but it's actually going to run underneath parts of the coaster, meaning that you're not just going to be queuing at the side, you're going to be really fully integrated into this theme experience. But honestly, just want to say a huge thank you to the team down at Drayton Manor, Victoria, the marketing team, for allowing us to go on site. Of course, Charlotte for filming this throughout as well. Really appreciate that too. But honestly, it's these special moments like this that I'll just treasure forever. I'm so passionate about the parks. I love covering them and bringing you the updates, and just getting to get close to an attraction like this under construction really is a special experience. And sitting on the track and just touching it and getting close to the attraction, honestly, I cannot wait to bring you more. And of course, stay tuned over the next few months as we continue on bringing you more updates, ready for this ride to open, of course, later this year at Drayton Manor. Thanks for joining us here at Theme Park Worldwide. Don't forget to check out our various other construction updates for all of the new additions coming to parks in the UK in 2024. And that leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there and keep on riding. See you in the next video.